Hi guys, I'm Jessica Welman, editor of SBC Americas and Canadian Gaming Business, live Canadian Gaming Summit with Brian Christopher of Brian Christopher Slots, who, exciting news, literally like an hour ago, I think I'm the first person to get to talk to you about this. You're a BetMGM ambassador now.
I am, yeah, and you are the very first person to talk about this with me. I'm very excited to be a part of it.
So, for those who haven't seen the announcement, what does that entail?
It means that I'm an official ambassador. I get to join the ranks with some of the biggest stars out there who really speak for, and I mean, in my case, get to play for BetMGM. I'm going to be promoting them, their casino, their sports book, and just having a lot of fun showing my fans how to play all the different games they have. They have over 2,800 games across their North American market, which to me is like crazy. And I want to play them all.
They have some really good exclusives too, right?
They're big on exclusivity, yeah. They've got like NHL ones in there as well, NFL games that no one else has. And so I definitely want to put those out there for sure.
Do you like the branded sports slots?
I do. I love all kind of branded things. It makes it more exciting. And you know, I never would have played them anywhere else, but on here I did. And it's really exciting.
I'll be honest, I've watched slots live streams. Yeah. I'm not a slots person necessarily. Like, for people that aren't in a BetMGM market, like how much is that your audience? People who maybe can't play BetMGM, but they kind of want to see what it's like, and they're in Iowa or wherever.
I think we're about to reach this phase where it's going to explode a little more. You know, and year over year, we're getting more states, more provinces getting involved in this. And so I think like people really want to know. People are not sure if they should be able to trust it or not, and that's where I come in, and I can be like, guys, look at the RTP. Like the payback for online is better than in most casinos. So like, let's give it a shot. A lot of your favorite games are on there, and that's where I want to put everybody at ease and be like, look, this is how you do it. Just walk them through the steps of how to play it.
So I know you kind of go into the live space too. How do you balance your time, and how do you like to split it between playing in casinos versus?
Oh my gosh, if I could go live every day, I would, but that's a lot, you know. So right now I'm going live 3 times a week. I'm doing live from the casino. I'm doing live playing social gaming online, and I'm going to go live doing real money gaming with BetMGM. So different nights of the week. And if I'm busy traveling on a cruise or something, like promoting something else, then I'll do a premiere live where it's still live going out to people, and we're in the chatting with them along.
How do those streams kind of vary in look and feel? You know, are they the same people tuning in every time?
It could be a little bit different market, but like what I've found is a lot of our fans that watch us, they're not necessarily slot players. You know, a lot of them are just poker players, or maybe they're not gamblers at all, or maybe they don't have the budget to gamble, so they want to watch me. We literally cover everybody, and they're not just tuning in to watch the gambling side. It's for a community they're coming out for too, and they love the conversation. That's why I love the live streams too, is because you can actually have a conversation with people. And for the manufacturer side, they get immediate feedback on how people are liking and reacting to their games as well in the chat. So speaking of community,
tell us about fliptheswitch.com. Like, how did it come to be? What exactly is it?
Yeah, it's like the first to player portal basically, where all players can come together and learn everything factual about playing in casinos, online, and sports betting. They learn everything. So much so that every day we put out 2 articles, one of which is answering a question that is given to us from a fan. They will ask us every question there is, and they will challenge us, and we will research it and get the answers for them.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really, really exciting. And we're reaching a massive audience. We just started this about 9 months ago. And we're hitting everybody all across every market, and we have slot manufacturers reaching out to us saying, how are you doing this? You're doing such a great job, and thanking us for getting it right too, because there's so much like misinformation out there on how casinos work, or how it might be different from online to in a casino. And so we're there to demystify everything, put people at ease, and answer all their questions. So we've partnered with all the biggest manufacturers. You know, we're promoting all the top gaming channels out there as well.
I always joke with people that I'm not smart enough to play slots because it's just like, I don't know, like you can tell me I won $1, you can tell me I won $50, and I wouldn't really be able to tell. So these questions that you get, can you give me an example of like one of the harder ones that you had to go and research?
Well, so yeah, we had one fan who was very explicitly saying that his local casino, they get fined if they pay back too low. something like that.
Oh, below a certain
below
RTP.
the threshold of
Okay.
what you're legally allowed to do.
Okay.
And they get a fine if they do. And he said, I know that they go below, and they happily pay the fine because it's better for them in the long run. They still make more money by paying the fine. So they just keep paying fines all the time. And we're like, this does not sound right. So we researched it. We reached out to the Gaming Commission, and they said they've actually never paid a fine for anything. And so we were able to, give them factual information, say, we looked into this, and this is the truth, this is not the truth. And so we'll look into stuff like that. And we talk to all the manufacturers, and we'll talk to those who actually created the games and get that inside information, and also interview them to find out more about the game, because people want to know more. They want to know, like, where did the inspiration come from Buffalo? Where did the inspiration come from Lightning Link? Like that story in itself. The creator was like outside in where was he, in the forest or at a cabin having a shower, and there was lightning happening, and the whole idea started coming to him. Like, things like that are fascinating. You want to learn these kind of stories.
I'm going to steal your writers and have them come to, if they ever need to work for SBC, it sounds like they have the investigative chops to come and do it. I love this. Okay. You know what it is? I've interviewed the manufacturers before, and people learning to just like the Whitney Houston slot. They were talking about what's the balance between like slot noises and Whitney Houston music, and you don't think about that, but like somebody spends like 7 hours on that, figuring out what's the right calibration.
Well, speaking of which, I literally just premiered that game a week ago. Yeah, and, to my audience, it was like a big world premiere. Like, check out this brand new game. Killed it on this machine, by the way. We were up like $7,000 in our first 20 minutes. And everyone watching is like, did they like turn it on for you? I'm like, no guys, this is real. And that's another question I get all the time is like, do casinos make you win or let you lose? You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's where the name Flip the Switch came from. Because people would always say, oh, they flip the switch, and I'm like, there's no switch.
Is that the biggest stigma from your fans? It sounds like everybody, oh, this slot is tighter than it should be, or that like
it's the weekend, it's a holiday, it's 3 a.m.
against me.
They've turned the section on, the section's off right now. They all believe different things, and we're just saying, slot machines don't have feelings. If you're touching the screen, if you're hitting the button really hard, they don't care, right? They're just set to pay and take your money mode. That's it.
So, how have you done with it feels like that's kind of a responsible gambling message at the heart of it, right? Is like you gotta know a slot is what it is.
Yeah, and that's why I from day one of me starting this, I've been doing this for 8 years. From day one, I would put on the end of my video, this is how much money I put in, this is how much money I took out, this is my profit or loss, and I don't hide anything. And so you'll never catch me in a casino filming something and then discarding the video. I show everything, all my wins and especially all my losses, and we lose a lot more than we win. So I could go 5 days in a row of videos where it's just lose, 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 lose. But for me, I have to show that. I want people to know that I'm not special. I lose just like everybody else, and I do not want to be responsible for people just watching winning videos thinking they can do the same thing, And so we try and be very smart about that.
With your video, I assume like hitting a jackpot is always going to be a video that people like to watch, but are there interests in videos where you're just like, you have a really bad session and it's frustrating?
Oh yeah, they love it. Some of my videos are titled "How to Lose 20,000 in 10 Minutes." They love to see everything. And I'll do other videos where I literally play with a $20 bill. It's for us, it's about the journey. And I mentioned it earlier, like they're not necessarily watching to watch the gambling. It's the experience. It's the journey, watching us go from start to finish, and actually conversating with us as well, and just being part of a community.
So with in the affiliate space right now, we're seeing Google has an update that's really kind of making the traditional SEO path of leading people to things a little trickier. You are an affiliate.
Yeah.
So, how does a community building affiliate approach, why do you think it's so effective?
It works. I mean, if you look at the role of an influencer, right? Everyone looks up to me as a friend and someone they can trust, and that's why we're very specific about who we partner with. That's why we partnered with, the top sites out there, and we want to keep it real always as well. So we do have. We've created pages on Facebook, for example, that, for our social community, for people to share their thoughts, their experiences, share the games they're winning on, the games they're losing on, and just be a part of it. we want people to like be aware of what's happening. And so with flipaswitch.com, we're able to reach a larger audience. People are searching these terms.
And they're super engaged.
And they're not just searching for affiliate gambling. They're like searching for, how do you play this game? Where can I find that game? Is this real? And then that way we can bring everyone together for one place to get all the factual information.
It sounds like they're not the bonus hunter type either,
No,
right? Because they've seen you play on these places.
Exactly, yeah. And that's partly what differentiates my channels from everybody else, is that we will show the journey. There could be a video with no bonuses. There could be a video with only jackpots. You never know what you're going to get with our channel, right? And now we have 3 channels. We have Brian Christopher Slots, which is our casino-based one, Brian Christopher Sweeps, sweepstakes-based, and then we have BC Slots 2, which is real money gaming online for BetMGM.
You're a busy guy.
Very busy. I love it. And that's not including the 8 to 10 cruises we do again with Carnival, where we bring hundreds and hundreds of fans on board with us as well.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know how you had time for this, but last question.
Yeah.
You did an anti-smoking kind of push this year.
Yeah, I've been doing it for the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's exploding right now. It's a huge topic. But yeah, go ahead.
We've seen states kind of make this push. Are you participating in any of kind of the legislative efforts? Do you go? Yeah. Do you testify? Do you do stuff like that? I did
testify in New Jersey about a year ago, and I've done written testimonies because, as you said, I'm very busy. But I'm definitely behind the push for it. I've partnered with ANR, Americans for Non-Smokers' Rights Foundation. It's about time they caught up with Canada, and got rid of smoking. 89% of people don't smoke. 89%. And I'm sorry, but like people like Caesars and Bally and what was the other one that just came out, Boyd, who came out and said, yeah, we've all decided we're not even gonna investigate the possibility of if people want smoke-free gaming. They just came out and said that. I'm like, you won't even do the research to find out what your people want. Shame on you. I'm so against that. And the people want smoke-free gaming, and I'm also hearing that from smokers. Smokers don't smoke in their own houses. They don't want to breathe it in nonstop. They give them a beautiful smoking patio outside, heaters, bars, whatever you want to have. Make it pretty and gorgeous. Give them a good space so they can take a break from gambling. Also, RG, right? Responsible. Yeah. And then get back to gaming. Sorry, I'm very passionate.
No, what I love is just the honesty and the sincerity of it all.
It makes no sense that 100% of the population should have to breathe it in when only 11% smokes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think anybody who doesn't know you who watches this video will see why you're so appealing. You're very sincere and real and honest.
What you see is what you get, 100%. Like if I'm not filming, you're gonna see the same guy playing and getting excited.
I'm sure you have something else scheduled in the next 90 seconds, so we'll go ahead and let you go, but thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate it.